Welcome to Ear Biscuits, the podcast where two lifelong friends talk about life for a long time. I'm Rhett.
And I'm Link. This week at the round table of dim lighting, we are downloading you and each other on our Thanksgiving excursions, adventures, celebrations, holiday. We spent the week apart, and as of the recording of this, it is our first day back.
I'm a little jet
with
lagged.
each other. Yeah.
Jet lag's got ret lagging behind.
Oh.
Ooh.
Yes. Jet
Lag's got ret lagging behind. He came to work 'cause he thought he'd be fine. But when he showed up, he realized he didn't have what it takes. But he's got to do his job anyway. Jet lag's got ret lagging behind.
I didn't notice that you were lagging. I thought you brought what you needed to bring.
No,
today.
it really just hit me.
Yeah, right now.
Well,
a tough
I woke
moment.
up at 4:30 a.m., which would be 7:30 North Carolina time. Just came back yesterday.
Mhm.
And I was like, oh, I'm going to urinate and I'm going to get back into bed and go back to sleep for some more time.
Yes, not gonna happen.
And I did urinate in the
Good.
toilet.
Good.
And then I got back into bed and could not go back to sleep.
Mhm.
And so I'm kind of feeling that getting up at 4:30.
Yeah, it was dark and cold out here on the West Coast at 7. Feels like 4. I was gonna say something. I forgot what it was, but my arm's in a sling.
Oh.
And I am going to tell you why. I'll also let you know that the next episode is our penultimate episode of
Martini.
Ear Biscuits before we take an indefinite break from this show. So next episode, we're going to do our top 10 moments of the year.
Which is often the last episode of the year.
Yeah.
But not this time.
I think we're saving the last episode to be Ear Biscuits.
The top moments of Ear Biscuits.
Finalical focused. Okay. Oh, top moments of Ear Biscuits. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. And some and parting words.
Parting words, stuff of that nature. But I'm excited about the top 10 moments because I'm always excited about that. That'll be next week. Okay. So next week you get that. This week you get why is your arm in a sling? What have you done to yourself? Story. And I'll give you that.
I have a little something that I'll share about an incident,
Okay.
a holiday incident.
All right.
And we might get to some of your questions, depending on how good our stories are.
Well, okay. My arm's in a sling because of my shoulder, and both of my knees are just busted.
Uh-huh.
Matter of fact, I looked down at my britches, and I was like, dadgummit, there's blood coming through my knee on my britches. But I think it's just Neosporin ointment. But I do have 2 Band-Aids on there, bandages on top of each other.
Huh.
So it's like oozing through all of that.
Please.
And yeah, so I'm having some difficulties. Approximately 24 hours ago is when I took the fall. I am not happy with myself, and I'm pretty down on myself about this. So
Good.
I just want to
You should be.
No, I want to tell you that so that your response can be to make me feel a little bit better by the end of this. Okay?
I just don't want it to happen again. So I'm going to make you feel however that.
Well, shame is not a good technique, and you're not my dad.
Well, I don't know. Shame,
Or my mom.
Shame did wonders for me. So
Well, I mean,
we'll see how that goes.
Shame accomplished a lot, but
Yeah.
that's different than doing wonders. I was mountain biking. Could you guess? And, I was just like, I've been gone all week. On Thanksgiving, haven't had access to my bike. Matter of fact, I was gone almost 2 weeks.
Yep.
For secret reasons.
Mm-hmm.
But I was like, I'm going to get on that bike. I miss my bike. I miss my dogs. I miss my toilet. I miss my bike. I'm going to get on my bike. I miss other things too. If I left you off the list and you were expecting me to miss you, I did. I just didn't tell you right now that I missed you. So don't be offended if you're thinking about that. I get on my bike and I'm like, I'm not gonna I'm gonna climb this mountain, but then I'm gonna come back the same way. I'm gonna do the easier thing. I get up to the top and there was a place where I sat down and just thought about.
Took it all in.
I was up at the heights, I was taking it all in. The way I put it to Christy, and I think this is accurate, is I said, I'm gonna sit up here and I'm just gonna think of what I should be worrying about. Because I wasn't worried about anything. I was like, I know there's something I should be worried about.
Well, that would be nice.
And I'm sorry to rub that in for those of you who are never not worrying about things. Like I was telling Christy in that way because I knew it would just get under her skin. I was like, I was just trying to think of something that I should be worried about. I didn't come up with anything. I kind of did. I was like, all right, yeah, I got to think about this and I got to be ready for this. And
that's one of the reasons I couldn't go back to sleep this morning. Because everything just started flooding in. I was like, damn it.
Everything flooded. Well, I was like, I opened up the gates. I was like, let it in. Let it in. I'm ready for it right now. I'm on a mountaintop experience. I'm ready to let in the floodgates of worry.
It's interesting that that's the time that you thought to do it. Because usually when I get up to the top of the mountain is when I think, now I don't have to think about all the stuff that I worry about. I'm up here. You were like, I'm going to go up to the top of a mountain and worry.
In order to figure out what I need to be worried about when I get back down.
Okay.
You know, like 10 Commandment type stuff. I'm bringing something down.
Mm-hmm.
I got something to show for the trip I took to the top of the mountain.
And interestingly enough, Moses did drop them on his way down the first time. So
he had to go back up.
This is exactly the story.
Did he drop them or did he throw them down in a tantrum? In a rage.
Yeah, he threw him down.
I think he was pretty mad.
Yeah, but
because
it worked better when he just dropped him on accident.
They had broke it, yeah. He went over his handlebars, spoiler alert, and dropped his tablets. Anyways, I'm coming back down and I'm listening to the same music that I was listening to in my earbuds on the way up.
But in reverse.
No.
Hail Satan.
But then my phone will send me, you have a text from so-and-so.
The worst.
You have a long text from so-and-so. Would you like to hear it?
She starts reading it.
And I'm like, no, don't want to hear it. And I kept getting interrupted by things. And our college boys, I'm blaming our college boys. Matter of fact, I'm going to blame Tim. Specifically.
Oh my God. It was during that text exchange that this happened?
So all of a sudden I'm getting this, I'm going down the hill, I'm listening to my music, I'm going at a speed. You know, I'm going down a freaking
What speed do you think? You don't use the power going down though. You use the power of gravity.
Yeah.
So you're pretty much on the brakes.
I was on a single track, which then becomes more of a fire road. I was on the fire road by a certain point and I was probably going 13. I mean, I wasn't going as fast.
That's not too fast.
I mean, I could have been going 25, but I don't think I was at this point. But apparently, Tim had done something he wanted to brag to the group about. He was like, just for reference, the ladder is 7 foot tall. And and without using a lift, I did all of this. And so I'm trying to figure out, because I can't see. I'm not seeing the picture he sent. I'm just seeing the words that he put with it in my head.
Because it's being spoken to you.
It's being spoken to me. So Tim is saying, well, the ladder's 7 foot tall. And I was like, well, I guess he's putting Christmas lights on a big Christmas tree or something.
You were right.
And it took a lot of my brain to try to figure out what he was talking about. And that part of my brain needed to be focused on the mountain biking.
Yeah.
I needed to be in complete focus because at any moment you can hit something that could just send you flying, which is what happened to me almost 2 years ago to the day.
Mm-hmm.
I went over my handlebars and I broke my collarbone.
Yeah.
And I don't remember what happened because in my mind, I was in a group chat with Tim trying to figure out what he was bragging about. And I'm going down the mountain, autopilot. Again, I'm really upset at myself. And
So do you know what happened?
there was a bump, a big bump, and then it would like ba-dump and come back up and then keep going down. It was like where water ran down the mountain and kind of made a ditch. And if you hit it head on and you know it's coming, you know where to put your weight on the bike. There's a million of these on the way down. But you kind of need to be looking at all of them.
So when you're thinking about this, where are your eyes at
they're
that
right.
point?
They're supposed. I mean, the eyes are pointing in the right way. It's like when you drive with your reptilian brain.
Oh God.
My eyes were in the right place. From any external observer, like the crows or the vultures who were circling ahead, they would have thought, "Oh, this, he's got it together." But I know this guy. I remember him from 2 years ago. Mm-hmm. He's going to take a fall, and maybe I get to slurp up some blood or something.
Right.
The bike hit the divot. It took from the way my bike was laying afterward, I guess it took the front wheel took a hard left, and then the back wheel kept going straight, kind of a thing. So then I just went over the handlebars, and I'm in the air, and I'm thinking to myself, I remember thinking to myself, fall good. Because since that last fall, I've actually watched videos on how to fall. Mm-hmm. And the next thing I thought, and this happens so fast because my brain is so quick. My brain then said, go limp and roll. And so like, as I was going, the right shoulder was coming down. The one that when it went down before, it went straight into the ground and broke my collarbone.
Did you make a choice as to?
No.
Or the bike made a choice for which shoulder was going down?
As far as I know, all I was doing was like going limp.
That broke.
Yes, the right collarbone broke.
I don't know if you just always go that way.
I may, but I think because the wheel went left, it just throws you off kind of that direction. And when if you get sucked up in a tornado, you're supposed to go limp.
It's hard though.
Yeah.
It's real hard to go limp.
Unless you're knocked out. But that's supposed to help you because your body just kind of flails around and just bounces off the ground and it doesn't break. It just kind of, I don't know. But I went limp and I ducked the shoulder and then I tried to get the shoulder over and because I had my hands out. What you're not supposed to do is catch yourself with your hands because you'll break your wrist, you'll break your shoulder. All of this stuff will you don't want to catch yourself with your hands.
If you catch yourself, you wretch yourself.
So as my hands was going down, I was like, nope, I'm going limp and I'm throwing the shoulder down and I'm doing a roll. And if I took my shirts off and showed you, there's scratches on the right there where my finger is on the back. Like if you look at the back of my shoulder, just at my armpit, where the crack of my armpit starts, if you go up from that, that's where I hit the ground.
First.
First. And then I think my knees hit the ground. Or ooh. I actually think my knees hit the bike because my left knee is really banged up from, I think, hitting bike. And my right knee is just really skint from hitting the ground at some point. And then I like rolled over and I immediately, like I had the dead arm. You know when you do something and then your body says, this whole part of your body is not going to do anything now. And you're not going to do anything with it and you're not going to do anything to it. It's just going to be flaccid, just hanging there. And that's scary because I couldn't move my arm. I'm like, anything could be broken. When something's broken, you can't move it,
Explain that to me.
You haven't had that type of injury? Like, I couldn't lift my hand. My arm was just like dead at my side because
I have not had that. I've been injured many ways.
And it hurt. It hurt.
That feels like something disconnected.
Well, it did. My shoulder popped out of socket.
Oh, well,
but then
that's got to be it then.
And then I knew, I was like, crap, I have done it again. I have broken my collarbone. And then I'm like, and it was hurting so bad. And I was like, and then I'm like trying to get myself together.
Did you say any dirty words?
No, I didn't. I didn't say anything. And then and then I realized, I was like, I did my arm around once, which I also did when I broke my collarbone. But something about this, it didn't feel as bad. And my arm, it had gone back into socket pretty much immediately. It like separated and then came back together.
Oh.
And that's a feeling that I've had before.
That happens to you.
Yeah, it has happened. And so then I'm just sitting there hoping that I haven't broken anything. And then I can move my arm and I thought everything was okay with my shoulder. And then my right knee was like very, very bloody. And then the bike was just in a wreck. I sat there and I got myself together. And I was just so mad because I knew it was my own fault. I just I just wasn't concentrating. And so I was already like beating myself up. And then I finally got to where I didn't feel faint. And like I got back on the bike and I'm just going to take it gentle the rest of the way down. And so then I'm going down and then I realize my bike's making funny noises and I look down and the front tire is like flat as a flitter, just going everywhere.
So you got back on the bike and that was when you realized that.
Yeah. And then I put the bike over and I got out my stuff. I have this like thing to a CO2 canister that'll like you'll put it on the bike valve and it'll just blow the bike tire back up. I don't carry a pump. I carry 2 of those. I bought it when I bought the bike. And I'm like, damn, I can't figure out how to connect this thing. And when I bought the bike and I bought this stuff, I remember saying to them, is there anything else I need? I want to make sure I got everything. Well, there's something that I needed. And it's the piece that goes between the CO2 cartridge and the valve so that I can pump up the tire.
Mm.
So I couldn't pump up the tire. And instead of it being half flat, because I think that when I went off the bike, it's not like it hit a rock and busted. The side, like going sideways.
You took it off of the
took it off of the rim. It pulled it off of the rim, let a lot of air out, and then popped back onto the rim. So if I could have pumped it back up, it would have been totally fine. Would have been totally good. But because I couldn't do that, and because I started messing with the tire and I pulled it off the rim a little bit more and put it back on, it went from being like 60% flat to being like 100% flat.
Mm-hmm.
And there's nobody on this trail.
So now you got to ride a wheelie all the way down.
Which I did because I was like, I'm not walking this bike all the way down. I'm just not. I'm going to just get a new tire if I have to get a new rim. And I developed this technique where I would like almost pop a wheelie, like lean all the way back and put as much weight as possible on the back tire, not the front tire.
Because you had how far to go, you think?
Maybe 3 miles.
Oh.
And then I had to get to a point where I had cell service. And then my phone was dying. And I called Christy. I'm like, my phone's dying. I'm going to give you this information before my phone dies because I need you to pick me up at the bottom of this trail. And I'm going to drop a pin to the location.
Okay, hold on. Why is your phone dying?
Well, the night before, I didn't get my phone on my charger the night before, okay? It happens. So I was running on yellow all day.
Okay. I'm just saying. It's just stacking up.
Yeah, it's stacking up.
Stacking up.
A lot of mistakes are stacking up.
Series of unfortunate events.
And it could have been a lot worse. So I dropped the pin, I tell her the story, and then I do get down there to the bottom and like she pulls up and she's like, "You're bleeding everywhere." I was like, "Well, yeah." And she's like, "And your bike is like oozing crap all over. Is that gonna get in the car?" And I'm like, "No." So it's like, there's not gonna be any blood or white tire gunk in this car. Don't you worry about it. Of course it was. Because the gunk inside of those tires, if you get like a puncture, it'll fill in the puncture with the gunk in the tire. It's a tubeless tire. I'm sweating.
Yeah.
I'm sweating telling you the story.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's so recent, y'all. Oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
My shoulder wasn't in any pain. I was sitting there yanking on the freaking handlebars all the way down, trying to like pop a wheelie, not thinking, because I thought my shoulder was fine. And I get home, I take a shower, I wash out my wound, and it wasn't, I scraped off all of my right knee, basically, but there was one part that was pretty deep. It just did not want to stop bleeding. And but I didn't get faint with it. I'm proud of myself.
Oh.
I think I was so mad at myself that I didn't want to have something else to be mad at, like fainting.
Right.
You
Yep.
didn't have the blood freak out. That's great.
Didn't have a blood freak out, thank you.
Chime really changed the way I think about banking. It's fee-free, it's smarter, and it feels like it was built for all people who want to take their finances seriously.
No overdraft fees, no monthly fees, no minimum balance fees. Honestly, switching to something simpler feels like upgrading your whole money routine.
One of the biggest things we noticed was how much control Chime gives you. With MyPay, you can access up to $500 of your paycheck anytime, and direct deposit can get you paid up to 2 days early. My younger self definitely would have benefited from that kind of flexibility.
And I love that everyday spending actually turns into real rewards and financial progress. The benefits stack up fast. Fee-free banking with overdraft coverage you can count on. Help building credit history without all the stress. And earning up to 3.5% APY on savings.
And the customer service rated 5 stars by USA Today. And yes, real humans pick up. And the new Chime card has been such a smart addition. It helps build credit history using your own money, and you get cash back on everyday spending. No annual fees, no interest.
And once you set up qualifying direct deposits, you can start earning 1.5% cash back on eligible Chime card purchases. 2 things that don't usually go together until now.
Chime is not just smarter banking, it is the most rewarding way to bank. Join the millions who are already banking fee-free today.
It takes just a few minutes to sign up. Head to chime.com/ear. That's chime.com/ear.
Chime is a financial technology company, not a bank. Banking services, a secured Chime Visa credit card, and MyPay line of credit provided by the Bancorp Bank N.A. or Stride Bank N.A. MyPay eligibility requirements apply, and credit limit ranges $20 to $500. Optional services and products may have fees or charges. See chime.com/fees info. Advertised annual percentage yield with Chime Plus status only. Otherwise, 1.00% APY applies. No min balance required. Chime card on-time payment history may have a positive impact on your credit score. Results may vary. See chime.com for details and applicable terms.
Clean the wounds, put the bandages on. A couple of hours passed, and then we went to. We were like, let's go get some dinner, and we got in the car. I was like, can you drive? Don't feel like driving. Matter of fact, I don't feel that good at all. And then I realized, ooh, my shoulder started hurting, boy.
Yeah.
It started stiffening
You
up.
gotta go get yourself some ice cream after that situation. Skip dinner and get straight to ice cream.
So I just took some ibuprofen. I didn't actually take any this morning, and but I am wearing this sling to protect it because once the shoulder pops out, any little thing you do, it's weak. I got to hold everything together up there. But I'm very fortunate that I didn't break anything, as far as I know. Everything's going to be okay, I think, but it's going to take some time, and I'm just wearing the sling just to protect it, and so just also as a message to people to don't come up and punch me or hug me or squeeze me or yank on my arm, type thing, or shake my right hand. But yeah, it was kind of a wake-up call that crap, I should have worn my knee pads, first of all. I have knee pads, I stopped wearing those, and my knees would not be hurt at all right now if I'd worn those. I was wearing my elbow pads only because, and maybe this is stupid to be the complete reason. I wear an elbow pad to protect the tattoos on my arm, so that if I get in an injury, it doesn't mess up my tattoos.
Maybe you should just get a suit of armor.
I know.
Yeah. I don't think that's stupid. Tattoos, they cost money.
It's stupid that it's the complete reason, because I also need to wear that so that I don't mess up my elbows. But like I did my knees.
But you don't have to worry about weight a whole lot because you've got the electric part of the bike now. So you could have, do they make I'm being legitimate here, do they make, not a suit of armor, don't go to the museum and steal it, but
oh yeah.
an exoskeleton.
Like a BMX.
That you're
like a bike
I could be
person.
thrown down this mountain and I would be okay. I mean, this might be an investment. You could probably get a sponsor and where it could just be all over. It could be stickers.
Put it all over me.
All over you.
I'm going to wear my knee pads. I'm going to look into the armor that you're talking about. I'm going to be more present by I'm going to put my phone on Do Not Disturb.
Well, that's a clear move.
When I'm coming down the mountain.
Would you be open to...
And I'm going to look. I'm going to constantly be looking at where I'm going. I'm not going to be thinking about anything. The thing I love about mountain biking is that I can think about what I'm doing and only that.
Right, but would you be open to not having earbuds in at all?
No.
You have to have the music.
Well, I like the music. And I am thinking about the music a little bit, but not a lot.
I'm just saying that is you have it on pass-through mode, though. You don't have noise canceling on.
Yeah, I do. But you're saying if somebody's like yelling at me, will I hear it?
Yeah.
Nobody was yelling at me.
Yeah, but when you're on a single track bike trail, somebody might be coming behind you, somebody might be in front of you, somebody might hear you coming, and they might be on the trail.
I can hear that. I don't think that's the problem. I'm not giving up the music.
But no, just turn it on pass-through. Hold your AirPod down so you hear the environment at the same time that because when you're out there and it's not like there's a lot of noise that needs to be canceled.
I'll think about
You're not on a plane.
I'll think about it.
And that way you hear music, and it's like when I walk around the house listening to music sometimes, I just put it on pass-through, and it sounds great.
Right.
But then if Jessie says, hey, she
You're
didn't
there.
she didn't have to say, hey, boy, with the noise canceling on.
Yeah. Hey, boy.
I think I think you need to do that.
I'm going to do that. I'll do that, okay? And it was just a wake-up call because I could be broken right now. I could have 2 more pieces. I could have one more piece. I could have a lot more pieces. And that takes a long time to recover from. I mean, I want to go snowboarding. I want to keep riding my mountain bike. And, I think I might want to get into something else.
Well, how about something that can't kill you? Like, I think this year might be the first year that I don't. Well, last year was the first year that I didn't go skiing because the weekends didn't.
Don't talk me out of stuff.
No, I'm just saying that, like, I'm doing more other stuff, but it's stuff that I can't die doing. You know, there's lots of activities.
Don't get me wrong. Don't want to die.
But, like, you can get hurt real bad.
Yeah, there was nothing funny about that story.
Snowboarding.
You know, sometimes I'll tell a story and there's something funny about it. But I'm just feeling the weight of my own responsibility. I got to do better. It was a wake-up call. I'm awake now. I'm awake.
Yeah, you can't have this happen every 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
But I need to stay on the bike. The bike is my lifeline to mental health. And it also is the gateway to physical health because it also has convinced me that I've got to do more weight training. I got to have more muscle up here to hold my bones in their sockets. Yeah. I don't have enough muscle to hold my bones where they need to go.
That's a problem.
And I need that. If I'm going to start hitting like trails and walls and I want to be hitting. I don't want to be hitting stuff, but I might hit
walls.
Things. No. I take that back. I'm just making the point that I want to be resilient, and I'm not there. I'm not there. I got to work harder, but I got to build on this activity, not reduce it. You know?
Link, I know something that can help with that.
Are you about to transition to talking about the Oura Ring?
Yeah. We are investors in Oura Ring, and they are a sponsor of this episode. Oura, the maker of the Oura Ring, which we've been wearing for years now.
Yeah.
And it does help you with your activity because it keeps up with your activity goal and where you're at and meeting that activity goal on any given day. It gives you a little progress report.
The thing that I love, like when I open up the app, it detects your activities and then credits them towards your goal. At 6:25 a.m. for 34 minutes, did you walk? And I'm like, confirm. Yes, I did.
Because that was your dog walk?
That was my dog walk. As I'm able to confirm that, confirm yesterday's activities. Okay.
Fell on your ass.
Cycling.
Yeah, that did happen.
Yes. I was cycling and then I walked and was injured for 17 minutes. And I'm gonna credit all of those to my activity now because then I'm gonna click on my activity and my activity score for yesterday was 94. I got a crown. Of course, you know, I did fall off my bike and all that stuff. I already told you too. But it's nice to get a crown with everything I've already told you.
So it keeps up with how stressed you are. So I would like you all to know that right now I'm relaxed.
Okay.
Yay!
So moment by moment.
So nothing about that story stressed me out. I have no empathy for you.
Yeah, that hurts a bit.
My entire day here, I've been relaxed or engaged. I was only stressed. Let's see when I was stressed.
I got so stressed telling that story, I got to take my shirt
I
off.
was stressed at 2:30.
2:30?
2:30.
I think we started talking business.
Okay, got a little stressed.
But what we're getting at is this feedback loop of tracking your activity is just another way for you to, that the Oura ring encourages you to stay engaged with your goals.
And it's a great way to take your long-term health seriously while also being kind of fun if you're into data like we are.
So join the over 1 million active members today by clicking the link in the description to make health and wellness a daily practice at auraring.com. That's OURA ring.com/ear.
Yes. Now I had a stressful moment yesterday. I flew back from North Carolina yesterday. As we record this, it was the Sunday after Thanksgiving. Now, I'm trying to be more observant of my anxiety as it relates to travel.
Mm-hmm.
And so on Saturday, I was in the room with Jesse, and I said, I'm just going to talk out loud about a couple of things. I was like, I'm just letting you know that I'm just telling you this out loud because I'm trying to step outside my own experience.
It's a good practice.
I am beginning to get anxious about the flight tomorrow. And there's absolutely no real reason to be anxious about it, but I'm just let's just explore this. I was like, now, it's me and Shepard and my nephew Eli. We're flying back, and Sean and Barbara are coming back with us. And there's a layover. And there was a bunch of canceled flights all around the country.
Yeah.
And I'm seeing this on the news. And so I'm beginning to think like,
layover.
Yeah, the thing about flying with the Delta flight out of RDU to LAX is if you want the direct flight, it is a really inconvenient time.
It's 6 o'clock p.m.
No, it's like it's a.m. So it's early. It's like 6:05 or something like that. I don't know. I don't know what it is.
I took it 2 days ago.
That was a Saturday night. They didn't have that on Sunday.
Oh, they didn't?
So they don't have that every day. If you are a Delta person, just so you know, you are our favorite airline. We fly you. I am a Diamond Medallion member.
What do you want?
What do you
want from them?
I want a reasonable direct flight from RDU to LAX on the daily.
Oh, God.
There's enough people in the triangle to support this. It will fill up. Trust me. And I'll be on it a lot.
Go back to your story. You were stressed.
But
you were
maybe
talking
I
about
shouldn't
it.
make any pleas to Delta
There's
after
lots of
what
things.
after what I'm going to tell you.
Oh, no.
Well, so I was stressed out about it because I have a little bit of trauma from the time that I got stuck in Atlanta for 3 days because of a flight delay because I missed my connection with my family, and that was without dogs and with wife.
Mm-hmm.
My wife was not with me, and I like it when she's with me. She helps solve problems. And I also just like being with her, this for the record. Okay. But
you're really doing a lot of pandering.
So we had
Delta,
done
your wife.
a 2.5 hour layover, because I do not like to do that 40. What kind of crazy psychopath does a 45-minute layover in this economy? Because your ass is gonna get left.
Waiting is losing. That's my motto.
If you have dogs and you're going through the busiest airport in the entire world, which is the Atlanta airport, busiest airport in the world, and you have to go from D to T or whatever, you're going across the whole thing.
You were scared.
I was just like, a lot of things could go wrong. And then, but I told Jesse, I was like, let's say we do get delayed. Let's say I do miss my flight. Let's say I get stuck in Atlanta with Eli, Shepard, Barbara, and Sean. We'll just create memories together. Nobody's gonna die. I mean, plane crashes, we're gonna die, but I never worry about the plane crashing. Never. Yeah. Zero. Negative worry about that. It's about getting stuck somewhere. And so she was like, it's good that you're vocalizing this. And I was like, I'm just letting you know, it's not like a high anxiety. I'm just like observing myself. Well, I wake up the next day. Flight delayed. Oh, God. Flight already delayed. And you know what happens when the first flight gets delayed?
Yeah, they all get delayed.
It starts inching back a little bit.
At least you were still at home.
Yeah, so I stayed home a little bit longer, but I still got there early. Now, another thing. The dogs they each have their own problems when being put into the carriers and taken on a flight. Sean's problem, as I have documented before, is he becomes a wild man that wants to eat his way out of the container. And he has successfully done that on more than one occasion. He broke out of the thing at LAX and went on a rampage through the airport. We were able to retrieve him, though, unless we got another Sean that looks exactly like him. He could have exchanged at that point, I don't know.
Yeah.
But I think it's the same dog. And we had to replace a whole carrier because he chewed through one. And then Barbara doesn't like to be in there at all. And she resists going in, and then when she's in there, she barks every 20 seconds. It's like a fire alarm.
So she'll vocalize and then he'll destroy. Yes. But neither one of them want to be in there.
But the vet gave us an anti-anxiety medication that they commonly prescribe to dogs who are about to travel. And we came up with a new system. And that's it, because what we realize is that they get really good once the medicine kicks in, but getting them in, getting them to the airport and all this stuff, you start the night before because it's every 8 to 12 hours. So right before they go to bed, you give it to them. So you're giving them a second dose in the morning.
Okay.
Jesse did this on the way
How
over.
many doses can you give them in a row?
Well, some dogs are on this medication. Some stressed out dogs are on this medication all the time.
Okay.
But it's a slight, light sedative, and it keeps them from not being anxious every 8 to 12 hours. So we did it before they went to bed, then we did it the next morning. We put them in the crates when we were dropping the rental car off. And
are they floppy like my arm when I fell off my bike?
The containers?
No, the dogs.
Oh.
Are the dogs limp?
No, they do not. You would just be like, they're a little bit
slower,
dazed, and moving a little bit slower, and like Sean's kind of like,
hi,
blinking a little bit. Sean gets like the high eyes, and Barbara doesn't calm down as much as I would like her to, as you will find out. We put them in there, and then Sean is an angel. Like, this method works great for Sean. He's not trying to get out. He's not biting. He's not making any noise. We take him out. You have to take him out when you're going through security, I guess, to show that. I mean, I guess you just can't put the dogs through the x-ray machine. That would be bad. But you have to put the carrier through the x-ray machine.
Well, I mean, why not? This man is a so-and-so medallion. Let him put his dogs through that thing.
That's right. So I'm not having any issues. We get on the first leg of the flight, and the flight to Atlanta from RDU is not very long. But it's long enough for Barbara to begin. And I was like, oh, damn it. This isn't, why the medication's not working. Like, she's not calm enough. And I'm like, well, I'm going to give her a half pill during the layover in Atlanta because it had been like 6 hours almost, but I just give her a half dose.
Okay.
And I did let her put her head out of the thing. She'll just put her head out, and then she'll start trying to crawl out. Mm-hmm. But I just say, no, Barbara, just your head, bitch. And so she just looks at you like, she's like, I hate you for this. She has such a judgy face. Sean stays in the whole time. He's great.
I try to take him out, and I do take him out. And then they tell me to put him back in.
Well, stay tuned, my friend.
What?
So we have the layover in Atlanta, which was a shortened layover, but still long enough for us to not panic, take them to the dog relief area where both dogs relieved themselves. And it is a great dog relief area in Atlanta, as I've covered before.
Not a sponsor.
In the Delta terminal, maybe all the terminals, I don't know. It's great. It's a hub, So then we get on the plane, and Barbara is basically, well, first I tried to take them into the lounge without being in the carrier. And the guy's like, sir, you have to. I was like, oh, I guess I know.
No, you should have been like, no, I didn't know. That's why they weren't in it. Why you be like, yeah, I know. I'm a medallion.
He said that as I was going
I'm a
in.
so-and-so medallion. My dogs are gonna walk in here.
You're technically not supposed to have them out in the airport if they're not a service animal.
Oh.
But people do it. Everybody does it. So I put them in the thing. Barbara's beginning to bark, and I'm like, getting a little stressed out because I don't like to be the guy that causes the problem. That's not my thing. My thing is being the guy that doesn't cause the problem. I'm kind of like, that's my identity. And so.
It wasn't me. You're like Shaggy.
Yeah. And so we get on the plane.
Someone's up on the sofa.
Sean is great. Barbara immediately barking. And Shepard's like, just let her out. Let her out, Dad. It's fine. So I open the thing. She sticks her head out.
In the lounge.
No, I'm on the plane.
Oh,
you missed that part. I boarded the plane. And so, but this is the flight to LA. So we're like talking a 5-hour flight. Okay. And so 1 hour into it, she's already head out. And then she's basically, I open the side and she's like half body out. And then an hour and a half into the flight, she's out. She's just out and she's there between our feet. She's trying to go under into the seat and go into the front. And then I put her leash on. And so I've got her leash on and she's kind of down there. And she sort of quiets down. She starts barking for whatever reason, just because she's like, I want to go see the pilot. I don't know what it is. She wants to move. And then Shepard, I will blame Shepard on this.
Okay.
Shepard
You could blame friend Tim.
Yeah, this is also Tim's fault. And Shepard takes Sean out of his crate. I guess he thought,
when in Rome.
Let's just join in on the fun.
Oh no.
So Sean gets out of his carrier, and he is just a wonderful dog, when he's drugged. And he's such a well-behaved boy when he's drugged. And he's just kind of hanging out in Shepard's lap. He comes over to my lap. He licks your face a little bit. There was one time, I got a picture. I'll show you the picture. He's just, he is literally, he's just sitting right there in between us.
He's sitting right on that
He's
thing.
just sitting right there on the armrest, which I don't think they like.
Yeah, he's very visible in a place where he's not supposed to be.
Yeah,
but he is looking nice.
But you know what?
Drugged.
He has, the reason I realized they let me get away with this is because he's got his harness on, and so he looks like a service dog. He's cosplaying as a service dog. Oh, crap. But he is doing no service to anyone. Now, there are a lot of people who say their dog's a service dog, emotional support animal, whatever. Yeah. They're cracking down on that stuff.
We don't do that.
And so I haven't tried to, people advised me to do that. And I was like,
I didn't feel good about it.
So, but she's passing by. The flight attendant's passing by and just sort of we got both dogs out. We're having a blast.
Oh.
The dogs are making eyes at other people. It's like having cute babies that aren't crying. We are the most popular people on the plane, in our section at least. 30 minutes left to go. And I'm thinking, I'm going to put them back in maybe after we land. I don't care, just as long as they're in before I get off the plane. And I smell something.
Oh, my, no. Oh, what? Oh, no. Oh, no.
And I was like, is that urine? Like, the first thought I had was, is that urine? Because it didn't smell like shit. I was like, is that urine? I was like, Sean wouldn't just piss on me, would he? He is drugged. He wouldn't just piss on me. I didn't feel anything. And when I looked down, I saw that he had vomited.
Oh.
Right in the gap between my legs, like missed my jeans, but right onto the seat. And it's clear because he basically had hardly any food. We gave him a little bit of food in the morning with his medicine. But it was like, how sometimes like the dogs will kind of spit up water almost, but it's kind of like
viscous.
It's a little viscous. And so
sorry, y'all. Jenna just gagged over there.
Oh God.
And so
if you grab one end of it, you can pick up the whole thing sometimes, but it looks like water.
Oh, there she goes. Jenna just vomited all over the floor.
Is it viscous, Jenna?
No, go stop it.
So then he was doing that thing where he's vomited, but now it's kind of like in his nose or whatever. So it's like,
I hate you both.
He's like he's really trying to breathe it out, you know?
Oh my God.
Dog will start doing that. And you're like, oh gosh, is my dog gonna die right here in front of everybody? They're gonna take away my diamond. Dead dog medallion.
They're gonna strip your medallion.
So
Now,
I was
if
like,
it was an actual medallion, let's put a pin in that.
yeah, because I was thinking like I didn't overdose him. You know, he just had one dose, but is he having like a reaction to this thing? I'm panicking a little bit. Then I hit the call button because I needed napkins,
Yeah.
and I said, he had a little accident. I'm like pointing in between my legs, like and it's not me, it's my dog, my cute dog. And then she said, she got this look on her face, and she said, that's from the dog? And I was like, yeah. And she said, okay, I'm gonna get you some napkins and a couple of moist towelettes. But is that a service animal or a pet? I was like, I could have lied. He did have his harness on, but I said pet, and she said, yep. Well, he shouldn't be out. He shouldn't have been out at all for this reason. And we now have to do, when we land, we have to do a biohazard cleanup of your seat.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah.
What?
I was like, what is that?
Yeah, they have to. Yeah.
What? Because
Because of throw up. Yeah, any bodily
person,
fluid.
too?
A person and an animal.
I thought
It's
this was an
definite-
insult to my dog, but it's good to know that we
It's
also do it for a
definitely
person.
it's people and animals because it is a biohazard. Yeah.
Right. Because people got stuff inside of them. Dogs got stuff inside of them.
Yeah.
Well, that was when I realized that he had done it in between my legs, but he had also done it over the edge of the seat and down there onto the handle of Barbara's carrier. Now, let me just say, as I was cleaning this mess up, the main thing I was thinking was, am I gonna be blacklisted? Am I gonna be blacklisted and not be able to take my dog? So let me just for the people of Delta, just so you understand, you are my favorite airline. You always will be. You're better than all the rest. I've said this on the record several times, including one time to a Delta interviewer that was at a red carpet event who just wanted to have a conversation, and I just turned it into an ad for Delta because I feel that strongly about it.
Yep, that is true. I will say that, and it's never been more true than it is right now.
This is a one-time thing. My dogs usually don't behave like this. We don't exactly know what happened.
So you cleaned up the viscosity?
I cleaned it up. I got it. I completely cleaned it up, and there was no more. I got them back in their carriers, where Barbara proceeded to bark like she is such a problem. She does not want to be in there, and she takes her face and she like puts it up on the top of the carrier, and she looks like a burglar that's got his face in pantyhose, and she's like, she's so mad at me, and I'm like, this is where you belong. This is how we get you. You want me to put you in the cargo?
Drugs, more drugs.
Well, I got to talk to the vet about it because I don't know. I don't know.
Not
what
enough.
to do.
She's bigger than Sean.
Well, and she takes twice the dose that he takes, which is the vet approved dose, and his dose, which is half, works perfectly for him. Other than the fact that it occasionally makes him throw up.
Ugh.
But
So then, when you were leaving, were people like rushing on in hazmat?
No, it's not like that.
there was a lady with a vacuum.
She told you, she let you have it.
I was thinking there was hazmat. I was like, golly, they're going to send me a bill. I didn't know what was going to happen, but she did say, have a great day as I was leaving, because it was kind of like, I know you didn't mean to do this, and we don't hate you here, Diamond.
But
we're judging you.
Yeah, and you shouldn't have done that. You should have known better. And
so what are you going to do next time?
well, rule number one that I will communicate to Jesse, and I already have, is we can't do the layover with the dogs because it creates this window of exposure. We just need, like, if it's the inconvenient flight, we got to get on it because we need to minimize the window of exposure.
What else are you going to do?
I'm going to talk to the vet about the dosage.
Okay, what else are you going to do?
I don't have anything else.
Well, come up with it.
I don't have anything else.
Every time you see a Delta employee for the next 6 months, you're going to
I already always go up to them and tell them how
apologize?
good. I say thank you for your service.
Are you going to apologize?
No. What you know what I need to do? I need to get one of those little clickers that like emits like a dog whistle sound when Barbara barks, so I can be like, every time she barks, I'm like,
That's a good
something
idea.
only she and all the other dogs on the plane.
She shuts up. Every other dog just goes ballistic.
I shut the whole plane up, or I make them all go crazy.
Yeah, that's probably.
I don't
Let's check
know.
a list of things that are allowed on a plane before you do that. But what else are you going to do?
I'm done with the things that I'm going to do.
I don't think you are. I think maybe a little hazmat gear. Little packet of your own hazmat gear that you donate.
I think I could get a barf bag for Sean.
There
Did you
go.
not have one in your seat also?
Oh yeah, we put all
You
of
put
the
all in there.
disposed things into
Okay,
the
good.
baby bag. They have a bag that says baby on it. I think it's for very small babies.
Yeah, because that's why they put the barf bags there, because if you barf in that, they don't have to do a whole hazmat thing, I think.
How do you know about this?
It's standard cleaning procedures.
Hold on.
What do you mean?
Did you just common knowledge me?
I just common knowledged you.
All right, fine.
I'm sorry.
I'm fine with that, Jenna. I don't know everything that you know.
If someone-
I don't know everything everybody knows.
Technically, if someone were to throw up in here, it would be a whole different cleanup procedure.
No, Mr. Leon, may he
Yeah.
rest in peace, our janitor
Yeah.
from Buies Creek Elementary School.
The magic dust.
The dust.
All it takes.
All it takes is some sawdust.
Or whatever that dust is.
Sawdust and a little bit of time for it to absorb, and then Mr. Leon comes back in and he sweeps it around,
A little sweep, a little scrape, maybe a little second dusting.
and then he's done.
Mm-hmm.
Well, elementary schools and federal, and
Yeah.
I don't know if your elementary school was OSHA compliant. at
Probably
that point.
wasn't. I will
Yeah.
say the one time.
It's OSHA and
Jenna
federal rules.
throwing shade at our elementary school
Well,
now.
Mr. Leon.
What is it? Hey, it's
Come on,
okay.
Jenna.
I
We're-
know. My elementary school did the same. They weren't OSHA.
I'll tell you one thing about Mr. Leon. Every single time I have like a scrape or a cut or something on my hand,
Mhm.
I think you gotta clean that and make sure that's not infected, because he was changing a bulb in the auditorium, the footlights,
Yeah.
and he burnt. You don't know this, and he burnt his hand, and he did not get it checked out, and had to amputate his hand. And he did all that janitorial work for like the last 3 or 4 years that we were at Buies Creek Elementary with one hand
Yeah.
because of that. And so I always think to myself, I got a little scratch right there. And I think about Mr. Leon when I see that, and I'm be like, you got to make sure that's clean.
Okay. All right. Well, I cleaned my wounds. Can we switch the subject to something positive and upbeat?
I believe that was positive. We all learned something.
I mean,
We've made mistakes and we've learned
both
from
of
them.
our stories were like so downer. Jenna, tell us about how awesome your discovery was, because I think this will make people happy.
My discovery?
Your amusement park discovery.
Which amusement park discovery?
Well, you were telling us earlier that you went on the most amazing
It was, yeah.
amusement park.
I didn't
And
know
now
it
you've
was a
forgotten.
discovery. Yay.
Well, I didn't know about it.
I went to Orlando for a Thanksgiving with Michaela. We went together and we did a bunch of different parks, but we went to Epic Universe, Universal's new Epic Universe. And oh my gosh, I probably said that a million times. The whole time was just like, oh my God. Oh my God.
This
Are you
is epic
serious? Oh my
for
God.
real.
It was actually genuinely epic. Like,
I was happy to hear that Universal has stepped it up and
Oh,
has
they did.
and has out Disney. In your opinion,
I think they out Disney.
you think
Disney.
it's better
Yeah.
than Disney?
Yeah, Epic is so good. Well, it's also more adult as well.
Okay.
Than Disney too.
What about Disney adults?
Well, Universal adults are by far better.
Which, because you're one of those.
I am.
You go to Universal here,
I have a season pass here. Uh-huh.
which, I mean, they're moving and shaking
It's
here.
fine. They're
but
doing the best they can
very
with the space
limited
they
space.
have. for
I heard
sure.
a guy recently say that he thought that Disney adults didn't have good sex. He was like, he was like, Disney adults probably not good at sex. Discuss.
I've never dated a Disney adult.
I didn't say it.
so
Have you ever dated a
cannot-
Disney adult who was really good in bed? Just a little anecdotal.
It is,
Yeah.
yeah.
Hmm.
It's,
I I did know
I
a
just don't
guy
wanna-
who was a Disney adult that dated a friend of mine, and that was not good. He was
Okay.
also kind of abusive as well.
Okay, well, hold on. Listen, I mean, we don't.
But the sex was also not good.
Okay.
I feel like the Disney adult man, I'm generalizing here, will probably be worse at sex than the Disney adult female. Because a little crazy goes a long way in the bedroom, but only for women.
Yeah. I got a couple girlfriends who are Disney adults, and
I've only heard good things from Disney adult girls.
yeah, I got.
Okay,
they tell me
well.
the things. Yeah,
Yeah.
they sound like they have a great time.
All right, I think. Well, I guess maybe
Yeah.
maybe the guy
Right.
was
But-
right.
Disney adults, they have a high capacity to be around children. And a lot of them. And how do you
Uh-huh.
make children?
Meaning they're good at
Oh.
reproducing.
Uh-huh.
Well, it seems like that there should be a correlation to reproduction.
Listen, I'm just asking.
But
the
Disney
question.
adults,
To
by
reproduction and
definition,
liking
don't
children?
have children
I don't know.
Yeah.
who are at Disney with them. So
What
they're
Disney
not-
correct.
Disney adults are not parents.
Correct.
So they're
yes.
not making kids.
Oh,
Yeah, because then at that point you call them a Disney family.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. It's a nice way to say these are childless attendees of Disney.
Yeah. Which I love when people are passionate. That's great. I mean, I'm a universal adult. That's my thing. But yeah, I was obsessed.
If
The monsters
Disney makes you horny, then what kind of sex are you going to have? I think is really the question here.
And then you get into furries because what are they watching
Yeah,
on
it
Disney?
depends on
yeah.
what movie gets you going.
Yeah.
Right. And then you get into cleanup.
Beauty and the Beast is pretty.
Uh-huh.
You know.
That's where all the monster romancers have gone after
Where?
Beauty and the
Beauty
Beast.
man.
hmm
Readers and
Oh,
then who
gotcha.
like the Beast. Yeah, you're going to monster romances for sure.
But you get it does seem like you'd be better at sex if you're into Universal. I don't know.
Thank you so much.
Hmm.
I appreciate that.
But what was so good about it? I mean, what was so good about it?
I loved it personally. Well, first of all, it was like the park itself was massive. Just absolutely there was so much space.
They got so much.
I
land
didn't
down there.
get claustrophobic one bit. There was so much space. It didn't feel crowded at all. And then you have just a regular central area where they had music and places to eat and drink. And then you would go through these portals to the different lands that they had. And the portals really felt like when you walked through it, you were being transported. They had a sound effect. They had these cool light things when you walk through it. And then you go into the land and it's the music of whatever that movie or genre is.
Gotcha.
Spectacular. Burke, which is for those who are How to Train Your Dragon fans, stunning. So stunning. And the animatronics, so cool. The animatronics for the scary monsters.
So, and what world? Go through the world.
Okay, yeah. There's Burke for How to Train Your Dragon. Then you've got the Harry Potter world, which is kind of set in France, but then you take Flu Powder to go to the Ministry in London. Anyway, which was a very cool ride. And then there's Mario Land as well, which is cool because they also have Donkey Kong in there, which they don't have here.
Mhm.
And then there's the monsters universe. So all the Universal monsters, Frankenstein, Dracula, Invisible Man, Mummy, Werewolf, all of their movie monsters in one land. And I get scared, and it was a little scary, and I liked it.
Okay.
It was that was my favorite ride. Monsters Unchained, by far my favorite ride I've ever been on in my entire life.
Okay, so what is the approach to that one?
That one is set up in a 4-person it's one of those robotic arms that have the 4-person seats that move the whole thing at
Yeah.
once, and then you shift around and there's a screen and animatronics and you move through the space through this whole story. If people have done the Forbidden Journey ride, Harry Potter Forbidden Journey ride,
Yeah.
that's a 4-seater
Which is a great ride.
that does the same thing, except this was on another level. Anytime there'd be a shock with bringing the Frankenstein monster to life or whatever,
You get shocked.
you get shocked.
What?
I mean, not like shocked to like painful, but it's a startle. Like the
And
whole
then
time
when
I was
the
like,
mummy
oh,
gets undressed, you get undressed.
the mummy, you could see its brains coming out. Like we had to write it again because I was like, the animatronics were so good. I was like, I need to see this again, like immediately. And the werewolf was cool. The Frankenstein, that creature. I'm fully obsessed. Obsessed.
I think that Rhett's flight home could be one of the rides there. Think about that. Rhett's flight home. You have 2 dogs at various level of being drugged.
Are you me, Shepherd, or like the flight attendant?
Yeah, who are you playing?
Or the person across the aisle?
Hazmat.
You got to clean it up.
Yeah, I mean, you don't want to draw that stick.
But yeah, Universal's not a sponsor, but if Epic Universe wants to reach out to me and just give me tickets whenever, I mean, I love
A Delta flight to Universal.
Y'all are both just
I
pandering
did
for
take
things.
Delta. I did take a Delta flight. I love
Y'all-
Delta.
the best.
Y'all are needy.
They're the
I
best.
lost my Delta access to the lounges, so
Look at how needy
hi.
y'all are. It's like, oh, we don't have too many episodes left. We gotta.
Yeah, get it
We
all
gotta
in while
start-
we can.
Hey, I'm never gonna be able to speak again after this. Where am I? When are people gonna hear from me? They're
right.
never gonna hear from me. This is my opportunity.
That can't be true.
Well, I don't know. Who knows?
But it might be.
It might be. We don't know.
If you keep this up.
We haven't thought that far ahead.
Yeah, we don't know. Wow. So there we go. Epic. What's it called?
Epic Universe. It is
And they
an
have
Epic
another one that's
Universe.
just a bunch of roller coasters still, right? That's been a while.
They have 2. Well, they have 3 other parks.
Okay.
They've got the water park, and then they have the 2 Islands of Adventure and Universal Studios Hollywood.
I don't know if
Florida.
I'll ever go to a water park again.
I ain't going to a water
no,
park again.
I'm not really a
No.
water park
I don't think
gal.
I think I've
Yeah.
water parked all I'm going
Yeah,
to
we're
water
back
park.
to that hazmat thing. You talk about fluids.
Oh, talk about the Great Wolf Lodge.
That's what you don't want. Fluids.
Yeah.
Hey, hidden fluids in other fluids. You know what I'm saying?
Nothing
You got a fluid on an armrest, that's one thing, or in your crotch on your seat, that's one thing. But you got a fluid in another fluid, it's lost. You just have it.
Yeah, if
You're swallowing it.
I think if you're
You're
choosing
snorting it?
between my dog's vomit and a water park,
Exactly.
I think water park.
Water park is better than dog
I
vomit.
would drink
My dog's
Sean's
vomit is pure.
vomit
He is such a cutie.
No,
before I would go to a water
I
park.
let him lick my face within 30 minutes.
Ugh.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
He is such a wonderful dog.
I remembered
Hazmat my ass.
something did happen. Exactly. Something did happen on my. I was beside this guy who was watching football the whole way home, and everybody was watching their movies or sleeping. I was sleeping, but the dude, he would be like, "Oh my God!" Outburst after outburst.
Oh, he's into it.
He was into the football game and just bursting out with like, oh no. You can't be on a plane and be like, oh no. Oh no.
You got to keep
Oh,
it
gosh.
inside.
Oh, you flew on a Saturday, so it was college football.
Yeah, and he was going nuts about it.
Oh, well, that makes more sense.
Yeah, college football.
But you can't be on a plane with outbursts.
Well, you got to keep it low.
Oh,
That's
it's things
too-
like that.
that's
It
too
wasn't
low.
a night
Oh.
flight.
What?
You
What? Oh my goodness. He was saying stuff like this.
Yeah, that's over the top.
And I'm sitting beside
You
him.
slap him?
And I'm like, well, where do I slap him? Right on the mouth?
I think you
Just
say.
pop him on the mouth?
I think you lightly tap. Sir.
Well, I have to keep sitting beside him. So I don't want it to be me.
Okay, then what'd you do? Nothing.
Nothing.
And he kept it up.
Yeah, he kept it up the whole time. Christy and Lando, they're sitting in front of me. They kept turning around and looking. And I was like, I don't know. He's playing with football. He's okay.
Hmm. Was he bigger than you?
No, he was smaller and older. But he was feisty. He was into football on a plane. I even turned on to football for a moment to see if
It was worth getting
it was
excited
worth
about.
getting excited about.
Could have
man.
joined him.
Uh,
Oh my gosh.
I didn't do it though.
Should root for the other team.
Oh, right there beside him.
Right there.
That would have been. You had the perfect
That would
opportunity
have been great.
to be into the other team.
Wow.
That was the ultimate chess move.
Yep. I didn't have it in me.
And then he'd look at you and be like, huh?
I knew that I was going to fall off my bike the next day, so I was like saving up my energy for that. I just had a sense. I'm going to go home and, what do they say? Reap the whirlwind? What's it called?
Reap?
No, there's some saying that's like.
I attended a college football game.
I saw that on your story. You went to the state game.
The last game of the season, regular season every year, is State plays Carolina, and we go back and forth between the two stadiums. I do not go to the one there, but if it's at State, I go to it. And we beat their asses for the fifth time in a row, and like the 14th time out of the last 19 times. It's not a rivalry, you know. It's not a rivalry.
Oh, look
at this point. That's what they like to say about us.
But it looked mighty cold.
It was 30 degrees. I was very bundled up, so I wasn't cold at all. And I was fully, I had my long handle underwear on, as my dad calls it. And
long handles.
Yeah. And I had on a hoodie, and then I had on a jacket that I bought I didn't have a jacket that was cold enough, so now I've got one there. Gloves.
Is it an NC
Two
State
pairs
jacket?
of socks. It is just a black North Face jacket because I went to Dick's and tried to get the heaviest NC State thing they had, and they didn't have anything. So I just had a beanie on. But we beat them so mercilessly. And it's just, and you see Bill Belichick over there just on the sideline in his big ass hoodie, just the best coach of all time, just sitting there getting his ass handed to him by the Wolfpack.
Look at you.
It's pretty.
Look at you into this.
I would have been, oh my gosh, help me, if I watched it on the plane, but I wouldn't watch that. I'm not going to be in the air when that game's happening.
Yeah.
But that was fun. That was definitely something to enjoy that I did very much enjoy.
You look tired still. You're just still jet lagged?
Still jet lagged.
Okay, all right.
I'll nap after this.
Well, we've done it. Like I said, next week, the top 10s. I've prepared mine.
I've got all my moments.
I prepared mine on the flight, actually.
I have not. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
You didn't sleep through it?
I also slept. It doesn't take me 5 hours to make a list of 10 things.
I have not put mine in order, but I have. I'm down 12 or 13. Some stuff got to fall off the list.
Okay. All right. Well, so we're going to talk at you next week about that. And in the meantime, you know what will hold you over? A little love making. If you're a Disney adult.
And if you're a Disney adult and you feel offended by that, then prove us wrong. Tonight in the bedroom. Try something new. Try a new position.
Yeah, the Mouseketeer. I recommend that one.
Yeah, grab her by the ears and go to town.
The mouse could steer. All right, whatever. I guess we're done. Man.
Hello, my name is Lily and I'm from Texas. I heard that Ear Biscuits was ending, and I just wanted to say that I listened to Ear Biscuits every single day the entire time that I was pregnant with my baby. And now, whenever she hears either one of your voices, she gets very excited and will turn her whole body towards the TV or my phone or whatever you're on. So I just wanted to say I love you, and my baby loves you as well. Her name is Daisy.
Give a gift, get a gift at Mythical. Buy merch and get 10% off all Mythical Society, or join Mythical Society and get 10% off merch for a limited time. Shop now.